They will be taking on Leganes for this one, a top-of-the-table clash against...
Playing time to get involved again. He was playing to what Chappie was saying about Bustinza, that he could play as a centre-back or...
Ball every 3 days here in La Liga Santander.
Barcelona are the favourites tonight, not only because they're gonna be playing with a line of 4 or a line of 5 in defence.
And 17-year-old phenomenon Ansu Fati, possibly Recio and Ruben Perez in the engine room.
Be an interesting game, long time since the last match.
Recio in, Omarua, Rodriguez, Amadou, Rosales.
It's like a diamond shape with Eraso a little bit more forward than the other 3. They fight and watch out.
Messi spies Junior Firpo. Finding Firpo, it's a good run, he cuts it back. Flick over the top by Sergio Roberto. Messi waits for it to fall by Messi. There's a chase, Messi. Ansu Fati and Griezmann to see some action tonight. Picks out Sergio Roberto.
Helps. And the 5 at the back, so difficult for Barcelona to break. Barcelona, they should move the ball a little bit quicker from right to left and trying to find...
Flag stays down, it's collected by Eraso. Eraso with an opportunity. There's Longley with the block, it falls to Guerrero. Longley again. Well, it should be 1-0 to the visitors.
He hesitated a little bit, and then the Barcelona defense just...
Cross cut back, Messi leaves it, and Rakitic. And problems here, and within a hair's breadth.
A lack of concentration, possibly call it relaxation if you want. Because
Longley again, Griezmann making a run, gets behind the defence with it well with his back, combining with Jonathan Silva. 2 very, very clear chances.
And Barcelona have to be careful. I understand that Barcelona, even receiving a goal on the paper for 90 minutes, they should win the game, but it was pretty good. It is true that when you play...
Sue there, making dummy runs, it's flicked over the top towards challenge. Rakitic.
With the 90-minute games,
There's a chance here. To Recio. A little jink. Dispossessed, but the whistle goes. Free kick. Busquets tries a long diagonal and we're halfway through the first half already. Messi with the free kick. Roberto, good idea, but
and you know, the last 10-15 minutes is when they really find the spaces.
If he is there, Albert, and it has been the continuity since all the way back in the late 80s, early 90s. So
yeah, exactly. We start
through to Artur, gets the return, just flicks it off for Junior Firpo, puts it Artur to Rakitic. Rakitic over the top towards Griezmann. Well, he made a decent contact. The ball was slightly behind where he would have liked it, and Artur to Junior Firpo.
On the counter-attack.
The philosophy doesn't change. That one falls for Griezmann. Pichuquea, quick to recognise the danger. Looking for Eraso, intercepted by Piqué, who goes down. Elected by Rakitic, who goes down.
And Rakitic, so they have a superiority, how we call it in Spain, on
Sergio Roberto again. Messi, lovely first touch, and he's brought down. It's a rugby challenge, and Bustinza offers his hand to Messi. Had a positive opening spell here. Ansu goes down. Clearly a free kick. Tarin, I think. Ansu on the edge of the box, battling with Awazim. Messi picks it up.
To a first division next season, but be a little bit more concentrated. In these situations are okay when the ball...
Piqué just a little... Piqué going it all alone. Clattering into Tarin there, and it's 1-0. There's the finish, and it's once again the youngster who breaks the deadlock. The substitutes on their feet. Ansu Fati, if I'm right, it's his 5th goal of the season.
Play for the first team many times. Watch out. he said about
Sergio Roberto. Messi heads wide and acknowledges the cross from Sergio Roberto. Didn't quite get the control. It's no surprise that he's having a great first prospect. Well, more than a prospect now.
Yeah, he has to improve to play. I think it's Mallorca. The weekend, the other one.
Half-time score at the Camp Nou. Barcelona 1. Play the other, just clipping the post. Barcelona positive for Barcelona, apart from the scoreline, of course.
A few goals, and I think
for Leganes, Roger Asale turns away from Recio, looks for the return ball from, can't see a way through. There's Leo Messi, brought down by Recio, free kick to Barcelona. He's got that look in his eye. Straight to goal, and combination between Messi and Sergio Roberto. Now to Rakitic. He drives it to the feet of
at the moment that he comes into the middle, the right midfielder, the third one from the right side,
Yep.
but still there.
Asali with the shot. Ter Stegen behind it. Well, that's
Half it wasn't fantastic, but they deserve it possibly more.
Ginza. Firm challenge from Piqué on Asale, and it's Piqué who's come off the worst. Messi picking up the loose ball. Still Messi. Messi goes down, and contact with the ball signalled by the ref.
Gap, and to put the ball into that gap, he should have.
In El Sadar against Osasuna, and scored one of Barcelona.
You know, at least it's a way of resting also and not running after Barcelona. In Mallorca.
Messi, top of his game.
Well,
that's a decent ball in. Semedo with the cross. Griezmann makes it 2-0. Just when you mention the fact that maybe Antoine Griezmann isn't exactly fitting in, he crops up and proves you wrong. It's a lovely finish from Griezmann. It's 2-0 to Barcelona. It's a great little break from
offside.
Offside. Well, you could see it on the replay. It was so quick. Bustinza, still Messi, combining with Suarez. Messi
Penalty,
goes down.
yeah.
The referee points to the penalty spot with no second thoughts whatsoever. And again, it's the genius of Messi. We saw in the first half how Bustinza. Messi against Pichu Cuellar. 2-0. Leo Messi with the goal. Barca double their lead, and the way Pichu Cuellar rolls the ball out to his teammate shows a very disillusioned goalkeeper indeed, because Leganes really can feel a little bit hard done by, I think, to find themselves 2-0 down. Just before 70 minutes, Leo Messi, former Real Sociedad. Nobody gets a touch. Piqué clears. Good combination between Carrillo and
Outstanding.
And of course he's been fed. Asale quick to link with Ruibal. Semedo outside him. Vidal drives it in, finds the. Look, of course, Setien has made 5 substitutions himself tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't think he should really have. Seeing signs of tiredness as Ricky Puig takes on Awazim, goes down, the whistle goes. Be a free kick just outside the area. And Barcelona just switching off momentarily there, I bet.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's 10 minutes to go.
Down at Real Madrid, and you go through a period of games where you're not scoring masses and masses of goals, but you're creating chances.
Stage, but the natural quality of the player, I think he plays a lot into the finishing, and obviously they lost breath.
Floated in, one in the air by Rakitic. All the clubs on loan to get experience, but if I were Aguirre, straight at Amadou. Amadou over the top. Asali chasing. He finds Vidal. Vidal turns, punch, and it's a great save from Cuellar. In the end, the rebound coming off.
He will participate in all of them from the beginning or coming on from the bench, but
still not bad for a keeper as the free kick comes in. and is palmed away by Ter Stegen, proving that he can use his hands too. Field ball. Collect. Suarez leaves it superbly. Vidal just hesitates to push. Messi. Semedo. Suarez cuts it back. Vidal drives.
Matches of Barcelona, but the good news